Hi everyone, welcome to today's trade of the day, and for today's trade of the day we will be looking at the Aussie dollar. Right, so the Aussie dollar has a pretty nice configuration on the intraday, much similar to yesterday's Kiwi dollar. Right, so I just want to try to see whether we can take advantage of this move on the intraday basis, on the intraday time frame. Right, so what we have here is the Aussie dollar on the 4-hour chart. Right, if we want to be really strict about it and follow price movement, price actually has been sort of moving sideways, right? So very clearly we have our resistance. Okay, we have our resistance over here, about this point here. Okay, so I'm just going to put resistance, and then of course we have our support, our intermediate support at this area here as well. Alright, or rather okay, let me just change it to support. Okay, so on the 4-hour we have our resistance and our support, right? Very clearly. Okay, if we are going to follow price action, all right, price has been making similar highs, right? Similar highs. However, price also has been making higher lows. So if we were to connect all these lows and these highs, very simply we get a triangle squeeze, right? Price is really in a triangle squeeze pattern. Okay, something like that. Try to touch as many candles as possible without cutting the candle body. Okay, so on the 4-hour, right, price could easily break out to the upside or pull back down to the trend line before pushing higher. Okay, this is really a squeeze. Okay, and it's definitely not a double top pattern or anything, because price has been testing this area too many times, right? So it cannot be a double top pattern. So let's quickly go down to the 1-hour. Okay, so on the 1-hour time frame, the trend line looks a lot nicer, but we can adjust it. Like I said, we cannot cut the candle bodies. All right, now we see that price is actually coming up to this resistance level over here. Okay, and we also see that price has made a very strong push down before coming back up. So we can actually use the Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low, okay, and open all Fibonacci ratios, right? And we see that price is actually testing the 7640 level, right? So if anything, price should push down to this trendline support. So I just want to highlight the 7640, okay, and that can also actually be sort of our sell entry level, right? So it's a small pullback. Okay, it's a small pullback. All right, and we want to see where the trend line is in line with Fibonacci. So we take a retracement from the low to where price currently is. Okay, and then open all Fibonacci ratios again, and I'm thinking it would be actually close to the 61 or 50% in between, right? So I will use this graphical overlap as sort of a take profit target. Okay, it's closer to the 50 actually, right? So we have our take profit, okay, and I will highlight the 50% retracement level. Now I can ignore this recent low. Okay, so what I'm thinking price could do is price could easily push down to this ascending trend line support, 50% retracement, and also graphical overlap in close. Alright, so this one is going to be bearish. Okay, now where will the stop loss be? The stop loss will be this level, because if price breaks above and forms a new high, then we know price is going to push higher. Alright, but I'll back up the stop loss a bit to give the trade a bit of room to breathe. Alright, so this last but not least, okay, I will actually take a look at stochastics, right, as a sort of a momentum indicator, as oscillator. Alright, not so sensitive, probably make it like 21. Okay, and we look at stochastics and we see that price is testing the resistance. Okay, and let me put this as a dotted resistance. So every time price, let me just change the crosshair. Okay, you see every time price touches the high, okay, there's a huge drop, right? Every time price comes up, tests the resistance, there's a drop. Price comes here, tests, there's a drop. Price comes here and tests, there's a huge drop. So as long as price comes up, it should touch our sell entry, and we can expect a drop after that. So today's trade of the day, we'll be playing Aussie dollar, and we'll be playing a short-term pullback. So thanks everyone for tuning in to today's trade of the day. Wish you guys all the best. Take care and stay safe.